You're going to get the best information. And Lyle, whenever you're ready to start recording, let's get this thing started.
It's on.
All right, everyone, welcome. So I was saying to you guys, and I'll say it again because there's some people that have just joined us, that while I was on this road trip, very long road trip, I tried to take a day off today, and that didn't quite work out. But I came to some realizations that we're presenting this business incorrectly. And that's why we are getting people asking us, you know, they're so anxious to get the services. They're so anxious to get cell phone service and internet service. And I don't know what we're telling people out there, guys, but you know what? If that's what's getting you excited, I think you're either in the wrong business or you are just you haven't figured out what exactly we're doing here. So there's a huge difference between making money and creating wealth. And making money, and we've got Babu trying to call me, so I'm not going to answer this call. I'm just going to so guys, we're recording this, so please no calls. There is a huge difference between making money and creating wealth. And we are all focused right now, and I think everybody is on this, is focused on making money. And really where you really need to be, and I asked this question earlier, is are you focused on making money or creating wealth? What do you want? And if you're very short-term thinking, you're thinking, I want to make money, I need to make money, I need money in my life. But if you are long-term thinking, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do, because I've made a lot of money, but you know what? I didn't create wealth. So let's talk about that, and let's talk about what we're doing here. So every day, this is a quote from Robert Kiyosaki. He says, every day I meet many people who make a lot of money, but all their money goes out of their expense column. Every time they make a little more money, they go shopping. They often buy a bigger house or a new car, which results in long-term debt and more hard work. Nothing is left to go into the asset column. It's this kind of behavior that separates the rich from the wealthy. So you can be rich, but rich can be fleeting, guys. And I will tell you that firsthand. So another nice quote that I like from Robert Kiyosaki says, lots of people can become rich, but only financially intelligent people can become wealthy. And that's the thing that Trinant is working on. And I'm going to go through this with you because it's so important for you to understand this. Okay? Now, let's go and take a look at making money. Okay? There are all kinds of ways to make money. I've often talked about this, where you can even get a job. And if you've got a job and you want to make more money, you can get a second job. Well, there's also ways to save money. Now, not all of us are very good at saving money. And if you look at what Trinant is putting together on that front to make money and save money, we've got, solar. I've just applied to beta test the solar. We've got the car bonus, which can save you a lot of money once you get to FC. The telecommunications, we're still in negotiations with Rogers and Telus and Bell and Shaw, and we're going to start to beta test the FCs and above, or SFCs and above. We're going to beta test some of the telecommunications, okay? So all of that is happening right now, and we are going to have that. We've got the life insurance, the financial stuff, the credit card processing, the background checks, the business opportunity. We got the business phones. We got all those kinds of things, right? And the thing is that all of that helps you save money, and it helps you make money, and that's what you're getting excited about, okay? And so when the telecommunications don't come, or they're coming a little bit later, you guys are all in a dither because you've gone and promised your friends that they're going to be able to save money on their cell phones. Well, that's true, but it may take a little bit longer. But in the meantime, what are you doing? And that's the question that I'm trying to answer with this particular training. So what we've got right now is we are making money and saving money, and you don't have a plan. You don't have a wealth plan. Then what happens is, as you make money and save money, you know what? You get bills. You get bad investments that you make because somebody comes along and tells you, listen, I got this penny stock, man, it's going to go up. I got this, they're mining for gold, and if they find gold, oh, wow, this is going to go up. I've done all of these things. Impulse shopping. All of a sudden you figure you need something. Well, do you really need it? Okay, vacations. I know the friends of mine who got a big packages when they got laid out of off of the oil business. You know, in working down here in Calgary, and they got laid off. They got packaged out. Well, they took some of the packages. What's the first thing they did? They went on vacation, guys. So they didn't have a plan. So the money just goes into this black hole. You know, and if you're saving money, well, if you're saving money, you know, what do you save money for? A lot of people say save money for a rainy day. Well, guess what? You get a lot of rainy days, okay? And that's the challenge because you don't have a plan. So the money goes and it finds a rainy day, or poor financial choices. So bills and poor financial choices and rainy days, they find your money when you don't have a plan. I've learned this the hard way. I'm also learning this now as I go through Trinant, and I'm saying, this is my opportunity. For crying out loud, I am 60 this year. When am I going to learn this if I don't learn this now? And I'd like to save all of you a lot of time and a lot of grief by telling you that there is a different way. And what is that different way? That different way is to protect your money. Protect it from people that will have you invested in things that will make them money, but won't make you any money. Protect it from people that will steal your money. And also manage that money well. We've got lots of resources in that area that we can do. We can use to help you with that. So first of all is education. For those of you who haven't even launched your back office, then you don't even know that there is marketing, there's financial, there's business, there's all this training in the back in your online office, in your virtual office that you get for free as part of your business. And it's all there, all that education. Then we've got tools, and you know about the tools. Trinant OneView, Trinant Defend, Trinant TaxBot, Trinant Legal. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But all those tools are there. And then you've got the resources. The resources are there to save money and to make money. But guys, if you're not using the rest of it, then you are not creating wealth. And that's what this is all about. We're getting excited, I think. I'm not saying we shouldn't get excited about telecommunications coming. I'm not saying we shouldn't get excited about life insurance and solar coming. But I think our priorities are all screwed up and they're all switched around when we really should be excited about what we already have and the wealth that we can create from that. So let's take a look at this, all right? When you look at where the wealth is created, it really is created by taking charge of those tools, by taking ownership of those tools and teaching other people about those tools. So let's take a look at those tools. Well, first of all, we have Trinant OneView. And Trinant OneView has the ability to create spending plans and budgets. You know, instant overview of all your financial information. You know what that means? That means when you're tracking something, you know where your money is going. That's the plan I'm talking about. Real-time transaction updates. So in other words, really, you can get ability to set and track financial goals. You can get email notifications on the go when you know that certain things, you're exceeding your budget. Highest level of security, backed by VeriSign, McAfee, by Trustee, so maximum protection. So any of you who are sitting on the sideline saying, well, I'm not sure I should put all my information there, it's only you that has access to that information. And then we've got the confidential needs analysis that's coming very soon here, which will help you to figure out how you can eliminate your debt faster and pay down your mortgage faster. So guys, this is very important. If you could eliminate your debt, and if you could eliminate your mortgage faster, right, then that's going to speed up the time it takes for you to become wealthy. That's the sustainable factor. And these are the things that if you're not even using the tools to get started, to start with, then you've got some problems here. So let's take a look at Trinant Defend. Again, identity theft monitoring. I really like this part, identity theft recovery services. If your identity gets stolen, well, personalized recovery plan. There's a whole identity restoration. They actually help you restore your identity. There's the lost wallet protection. Have you guys even seen all this stuff? Like Lyle's been going out there and launching people, but you know what? You can go in there and start to play around with this stuff. Even if nobody's shown you how to do it, if nobody's sat down with you yet, you could go do this. The credit monitoring and reporting is coming very soon. One-time computer tune-up. security checkup, problem repair service. You've got your own IT department here with unlimited computer tech support and computer security service. I mean, this is great stuff. Internet safety alerts and education resources. You know what? This is what creates wealth, because when you have this, you're removing the risks, the challenge when you have money. And I know this again because I've had a lot of money, but where's all that money right now? Okay? Well, when I had the money, I didn't mitigate my risks. I didn't watch out for the risks. And so the risks got the better of me. Okay? And I wish I had these things when I had all this money. But you know what? You've got to have these things in place before the money comes. Because if you don't have it before the money comes, if you go back to that slide that I was showing you, where you're making money and saving money, then what happens is, if you don't have the plan and you don't have all the education and you don't have all of these tools in place before you start making the money will go into that black hole, into all that stuff I was showing you there before. So then we got Trinon TaxBot. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. We've talked about it many times, where it's an automatic mileage tracking, digitally store receipts, stores all info in printable spreadsheets, CRA and IRS compliant. This is your bookkeeping app, guys, right? So use it. These are the tools. So when I hear people saying, what do I get for my $115 a month? I go, man, oh man, you just haven't looked at anything. You do not understand that this is what creates wealth. It's not the other stuff. It's not the stuff that's going to make you money, because as you make money, you're just going to lose money. It's just going to go out of your pocket, guys. So this is the stuff that creates wealth. We've got the Trinon Legal, because believe me, as you start making money, there are going to be people that are going to come after you. The more money you make, the more people will come after you. I've been sued. Even now I'm going through a case where somebody wants money from me. They got a stupid nonsense case, but guess what? It doesn't matter that they got a stupid nonsense case. If I don't defend it, they win. So I've got to go I hired a lawyer. I just paid a lawyer $3,500 to defend me against this very, very stupid. Even he said they don't even have a case. I go, so why am I spending my money? So, because if you don't, they're going to come after you. Now, Trinon Legal gives you advice and counsel, letters and telephone calls on your behalf. If you want a letter that tells people to cease and desist what they're doing to you. Okay, legal document review, defense advice, okay, financial, credit card process. Oh, this is some other stuff that I forgot to take out. I'm sorry. So you got all of that with the legal stuff. So let me go through some things, guys. This is really, it's not a long presentation. It really is, I'm saying to you that we've got the things that we need to create wealth in our lives and to help others create wealth. But we don't realize what we've got. That's why I've got a bunch of people that are sitting on the sidelines right now saying, I'm all depressed and I'm not excited because the telecommunication stuff, the cell phone stuff has not come. We told everybody it was coming. Well, if you're getting sad about that now, at this early stage in the company, I've only been in 5 months. Some of the people that are getting all upset about this are only in the business 1 or 2 months. I mean, that is really ridiculous. Now, the only way that they should be sad is if they're saying the wrong things to people when they're bringing them into the business. If you're recruiting them like that, you deserve to have any problems that you have. So, you know what? Stop that. Stop that. I'm asking you, as a leader in this business, from a leader to a leader, stop telling people the wrong stuff. Okay? And don't start blaming upline, and don't start saying, but I heard Jacob saying that it was coming. Everybody's been saying the same thing, guys. They've been saying that telecommunications is coming, that we are in negotiations with these guys. That has not changed. So don't start thinking that we don't have anything when we've got a lot. We're teaching people how to be wealthy. We're the only company doing this. If you look at the banks, where we've got all kinds of debt going on in our country, okay, in the United States and in Canada. Are the banks helping you to eliminate debt? Are the banks helping you to get rid of your mortgage faster? Certainly not. What about others? Are there other companies out there? Are there network marketing companies? Are there any other companies that are helping you to do that? You know, yes, there may be one company that I can think of off the top of my head, but believe me, it's about how much commissions can they make as well on the front end, on the back end, on the loading of their loading fees, all this kind of stuff. Guys, the only company that I know that has their mission statement is to change the world's economy one household at a time is Trinont. That is the only one. So I'm asking you to create wealth in your life. You're going to be a lot happier. You're going to thank us. Create wealth. We've got the tools right now. If you are not doing that $115 a month, here's my advice to people. When they're saying about the 115, I've heard people say, so when the telecommunications come and the solar and I'm doing 100 points, I can turn off the 115. I go, OMG. Oh my goodness, guys. If you're thinking like that, you are not in a wealth mindset. Because no matter how many points you create, no matter if you go and create 2,200 points, 2,500 points from all the services, the credit card processing, do not turn off the thing that's going to make you wealthy. Because all of those points are going to create money in your life, and they're going to help you save some money, but they're not going to create wealth. It's the tools, the core services that are going to create wealth. That's what's going to create wealth. And Trinont is creating more core services to help you create wealth. That's what you need to look at. And if you're not looking at that and you're not explaining that properly to the people that you're bringing in, if you're not recruiting with proper information, you are sadly not doing it. And I have to take responsibility for that because even I wasn't doing that. But I'm correcting it now. We're going to change things now. Okay? And I want to challenge all of you to join me in creating wealth for yourselves and teach others to do the same. You've got to teach others to do the same. Otherwise, you're missing out on the purpose of our company. And the purpose of our company is to change the world's economy one household at a time. You can do it. You can do it with our help. You can do it with Trinont's help. Okay? You've got to understand that those tools that we've got in our core services are the most critical thing. If you're spending all day and all night out there recruiting people, I understand because you're trying to get market share. But I'm also asking you to take a look at the rest of the stuff, to spend some time. Spend an hour every day. Spend a half an hour every day. Spend some time every day understanding these core services, signing up for the core services, filling out the information for the core services. Okay? And today I finally was able to add in some more stuff. I'm still in the process. I'm still adding in more. I'm starting to create budgets now. I'm starting to do all of these things in OneView. Okay? And of course I'm using TaxBot like crazy because we've been traveling so much. So these are the things that are going to change, are going to take you from constantly getting into things and making a little bit of money and constantly finding ways to save money, but then not turning that into wealth. I'm asking you, please, create a plan for yourself with the tools that we've got and never, ever, ever stop that $115 a month for those core tools. That is a pittance. It is an absolute pittance for the kind of wealth that you're going to create for yourself, for your family, and for everybody around you and the communities around you and the world's economy. This is a pittance, guys. And if you're thinking that it's too much or you're not paying attention, it's because you're not paying attention to it, because you're not understanding that that's the wealth creation tool. So I'm asking you to take this challenge, create wealth for yourself, teach others to do the same, and change the world's economy one household at a time. I thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to get into the next phase, but you can turn off the recording, Lyle.